Hello, welcome to JavaScript tutorial, chapter 34, regular expression object, brought to you by Ankpro Technologies. My name is Harish. In this session, we are going to learn about the JavaScript regular expression object. So, keep in mind, we can create the regular expression in two ways in JavaScript. So the first way is using a regular expression literal, and the second way is using the constructor function of the regular expression object. So till now in our earlier sessions, we have created our regular expression using a regular expression literal. Okay, and keep in mind this is the preferred approach. Okay, creating a regular expression using the regular expression literal is a preferred approach because the regular expressions created using the regular expression literal are compiled automatically as soon as the script is loaded. So from the performance perspective, we should use this approach of creating a regular expression. Okay, and the other way is, as I said, using the constructor function of the regular expression object. So let me show you how do we create a regular expression in two ways with a demo. So let me jump into Visual Studio Code, and here comes my Visual Studio Code with the HTML page, and I have a script tag. So first what I'll do is, let me take a string and the variable name is sample. So the string tells like Ankpro training was started. Sorry, first let me give something like this: Ankpro training contact number. Okay, and next what I'll do is, let me sample Ankpro training was started 2 years ago. So let me do Control S. Now what I'll do is, I'll write a pattern, regular expression pattern, which detects only the number from the string. So RegER rexer is equal to, the pattern is something like this: fetch only the digits from there, okay, and search it globally. This is the pattern. So now what I'll do is, now I'll replace the number from the string with triple X. So how do I do that? So let me take it in some variable called result, and let me store the result there. Now I'm telling like, call that sample, it's a string and it's having a method called replace. I repeat, string object is having a method called replace, and here I'm going to pass, okay, that rexer, which is having the pattern, and I'm telling to replace it with triple X. Okay, do Control S. Now what I'll do is, now let me print that on the web page document. Let me write it on the web page. So the web page holds the result. Okay, let me do Control S. So now when I push this page to the browser, we will get the output like Ankpro training contact number, and it's going to identify this number with this pattern. Okay, and this pattern is present in this variable, so it's going to identify that, and it's going to replace the number with this triple X. So when I do Control S, let me double click on the web page, and it's going to open in the Chrome browser, and there we'll get something like Ankpro training contact number triple X. Yes, you can observe very clearly, because our regular expression pattern is matching, and using the replace method we are telling like, replace that number with this string. Okay, now we have written our regular expression using the regular expression literal, okay, in this format. Now we'll write that regular expression using the constructor function. So how do I do that? So what I'll do is, I'll just erase this, and I'll tell new regular expression object, and here we have to pass a pattern. Okay, the pattern is, okay, plus, and the next pattern is \g. Now when I do Control S, let me go back and let me refresh, and you can observe the string is not displaying. So okay, this is a string, so we have to escape this \. So let me add another one. Okay, we are not getting it. So let me go back and check what is the thing we have to pass. So we have to pass like this. Oh, this is not allowed, that escape, that slash, we have to not pass it. Okay, fine. Now when I do Control S, let me go back and let me refresh. Here you can observe we got the same output. Okay, but we wrote our regular expression with the help of regular expression constructor function. Okay, we use the constructor function of the regular expression object to write the regular expression. Okay, both the ways works fine. Okay, apart from that, you can observe very clear. So what we learned right now is we learned like how to create regular expression in two ways. That is, one using the regular expression literal, or also using the constructor function of the regular expression object. Now we are left with these things, properties, commonly used regular expression object properties. So here are something like global, ignore case, multiline, and source. So right now in my regular expression, what I've written here, I'm making use of only this global property. You can observe here. So this is a property, this is a regular expression property. So if I call this property, it's going to return true, because in my regular expression I'm using this property. If I don't use, if I'm, right now in this regular expression I'm not using like ignore case, high, anywhere in my regular expression, so it's going to return false. And source, it's going to return this, we are going to identify the digit, right? So it's going to return the regular expression pattern. Okay, it's going to return this D. So let me, without wasting much time, let me go here and let me tell you how it works. So we had a break line, and now what I'll do is, let me call document.write. So I'm going to call regser dot global. So what it is going to return, it's going to return true. Why? Because I'm making the global search in my regular expression. You can observe here, okay, very clearly. So let me align the things properly. Okay, next is ignore case. So let me call like, it's an object property, so I can call with the regular expression object. So that also, and apart from that, we have something like multiline and source. Right now we are doing multiline search or not. It's going to return true or false. Let me check out. Oh, sorry for that. Okay, then sorry for this, multiline. Then what is the other property left out is source. So it's going to return the source what we are using here. The regular expression source is this digit. It's going to return the digit. It's going to match the digit. It's going to fetch only the digit, this /d, and this is going to do the global search. And here I am to give it as source. It's going to return the source used. Okay, let me do Control S and let me remove as of now. This is not necessary. Control S. Let me go back and let me refresh. Okay, here you can observe here, this is doing its work because of the regular expression pattern. It's matching and it's removing the number and it's adding the string. And since we have used the global approach in our code, you can observe here this G, so it's going to return us true. Okay, and ignore case we are not using anywhere in our pattern. You can observe here we are not using I anywhere in our pattern, so it's returning us, okay, false. And multiline property used, no, it's false. Okay, we are searching in only the one string, so multiline properties also we are not using. And the source, it's going to return here. You can observe here, this is the source. Okay, we are using to match the pattern to write the regular expression, so it's returning us the source used. Okay, this is what these properties tell us, like it's going to return true or false based on the property you're using in your regular expression. Okay, I hope you understood with this piece of code, like what is regular expression and what are the two ways of creating a regular expression, and what are the properties of the regular expression object. Okay, global, ignore case, multiline, and source. Okay, and this is what about the regular expression object is. I hope you understood this very clearly. So finally, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. You can also like our Facebook page visiting this URL. You can also follow us on Twitter. For further reference, refer our website. We're on LinkedIn too. Last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.